Okay, one more proof here. Let's see. This one only has two premises. First premise says, if E, then not C and not B. The second premise says C. And then the conclusion I'm supposed to reach is not E. Right, so I'm going to look and see if I see anywhere in my premises. I see E right here. It's the antecedent of this conditional. So that suggests to me that I might want to use modus tollens. Right? Modus tollens would give me not E if I could prove that this consequent right here is false. So this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky, because if you'll notice, I have C right here, right? But I don't have any B. So how can I get a B in there, and how can I get this in the right form so that I can get not, a not out here, not C and not B, right? So I'm seeing a couple of nots there. It's going to be, I need, for modus tollens, I need not C and not B. I need that whole conjunction there to be false, so I can get not E by modus tollens. So how can I get those negations in there? Thinking about it this way, I'm going to just right over here to the side for a second just to remind you of a few things. This looks like a situation in which if I introduce something involving B using addition, I might be able to rewrite things so that I can get a not C and not B. Remember though, when you use De Morgan's, that's what I'd be using there. De Morgan says if I want to have not P and Q, I can get that, right? That's equivalent to not P or not Q. So just if you look at that, you can see what's kind of happening here is you're pulling the negation outside the parentheses. You have it right. You have not P or not Q, and you can pull those negations outside, leaving P and Q inside the parentheses, and you have not P and Q. But over here, if you pay attention, I want, inside the parentheses, I want there still to be negation in there. Right? I still want a negative sign in there. So how am I going to introduce B in some way? Right? I can add on an or, something involving B, and get the negation being in here. Well, what I'm thinking is this. First, if I want to be able to pull a negation out using De Morgan's, but have negation left in, then I need a double negation. So I'm going to convert C into not C using line 2 double negation. Now that I have not C, now I can introduce something involving B, and I want it to be the same. I want it to be a double negation. So not C or not B. And that's going to be from line 3, just by addition. Now that's a little strange at first, but see what happens now when I use De Morgan's to pull that negation out. Right? So now, by De Morgan's, I have not, and I'll have not C and not B. Right? I still have the negations left inside the parentheses that I want. So that is by line 4, De Morgan's. And now that I have that, now I can simply finish with my modus tollens. I know this conjunction here is false, so line 6 tells me that I know E is false by line 1, line 5, and that would just be modus tollens. And I know that's a little strange, turning C into not C and then introducing or not B, but I saw that once I saw what I wanted to negate, and I thought about how I could introduce B and how I could rewrite this using De Morgan's to get what I wanted to negate that consequent. And I sort of thought through just a little bit what I was going to need to introduce and what I needed to do to see here to have it in the right form.